Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live stream here today. We have a Pacific Division matchup. It is a late night, Saturday night stream on the East Coast. Or for other people, it's just, your regular 7 p.m. stream if you're on the West Coast. It is between the Edmonton Oilers and the Seattle Kraken. First off, I want to apologize for a little bit of a later start here to the stream. I know it took me about 10 minutes there to get started. But the reasoning to that was because I was not only preparing for the upcoming intermission and the things we're going to do with that, but as well as that too, the Royals game, which you guys know that I do cover the Reading Royals, they went to overtime tonight. So I was waiting for that game to be wrapped up. I had to make my graphics for my Royals Report Instagram and all that good stuff. So we don't have a lot of time here until the start of the first period. But first off, thank you all so much for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated as I load up the tweets here. And they're going to do the national anthems here in just a moment. Nolan Freeman tagging me in his posts. All right, Star Spangled Banner. Where's my remote? Where's my remote? All right, we'll do the national anthem, then we'll do our goalies preview. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a rush today. Alrighty, everybody, we are fired up here for a late night Saturday night matchup between the Edmonton Oilers and the Seattle Kraken. That thing just showed up on my screen. Welcome, everybody, to the stream tonight. I did watch some of the afternoon games, but I was mostly covering the ECHL team that I cover, the Reading Royals, so I didn't really watch a ton. But I was looking at Ottawa, Washington, Detroit, St. Louis, and a few other games there, so we'll talk about those during the intermissions and such. But regardless, we got a good matchup here today between the two Pacific Division teams. Both of them kind of in the same spot in terms of the standings. Seattle standing at a 4-2-2 record. Pretty impressive if I do say so myself. And Edmonton, 4-3-1 record here through their first 8 games of the season, respectfully. Starting goaltenders tonight for each sides are Stuart Skinner and Joey Decord. as we get ready to get started here tonight. It's a Pacific Division matchup, late night hockey on the East Coast, and we are underway. Faceoff is won here by the Kraken on the right side. They will try and clear it down low into the Oilers zone. Now, Marchman on the right side will feed that one back down into the Oilers end. We'll get into the starting goalies here in just a little bit. We'll talk about the Watch of Nordic records and stuff here as well. Jake Wallman sends Leon Draisaitl now through center ice. Draisaitl moving it through the center, gets into the zone. It's poke checked away there by Marchment, and he gets that one for Seattle, trying to bank it down the other way. Nurse is right there, and Draisaitl's back into the zone. He fires that one in on daggered save. Rebound in front is cleared away by the likes of Eli Tolvanen. Dumped down low into the zone now. Marchment battling forward in the corner. Ekholm trying to get it there for the Oilers. Darnell Nurse on the right side now over to Isaac Howard. It's kept in by Vince Dunn. This is our first time streaming Seattle all season. And the puck is intercepted. Here comes Connor McDavid. McDavid trying to get it on Dunn. What a hit by Vince Dunn, knocking down McDavid. And they send Eberle the other way, a pass to center ice. And the Oilers will get that one right back. It's a 3-on-2. Into the zone, Mangiapane to Ekholm. In front, he can't get a clear shot on. And the puck goes to the corner. Howard to the point. Bouchard a shot. And that one is wide of the net. Here's Berkeley Cann, the young rookie. Banks that one up for Beniers. 2-on-1 Beniers with Eberle. Eberle! He scores! The former Edmonton Oiler, Jordan Eberle, from Matty Beniers on the 2-on-1. And it's 1-0 Seattle early in this one. Secondary assist there by Berkeley Cann. That is his second NHL point in his fourth NHL game. And Jordan Eberle picks up his third goal of the season. And that starts off from the bank off the boards from Cadden. It sends Beniers on the 2-on-1. A pass over to Eberle. And that fault, I would say, might honestly be on Skinner in a way. Because you have Ekholm there covering the pass. Or trying to at the very least. And as a result, the Oilers have strike first. It is 1-0 Seattle here in the opening period. So nice play there. Assist on that goal were from Matty Beniers and Berkeley Cann. And not even in a minute into the game, the Kraken have taken a 1-0 lead. Here's Henrique now dumping it into the zone. Played back around behind the net. Now Mahura for Seattle trying to battle for it here. I will say this, Seattle has reluctantly proved me wrong through a lot of this year already. They've played some pretty solid hockey here so far. We got a whistle now, and I think it may be a penalty here, and yes, it will be. And it's going to be against the Oilers. It's Adam Henrique going to the box for tripping. Seattle will go to the power play. Not a great start there for your Edmonton Oilers. That's a definite there for sure. But regardless, the Oilers find themselves down 1-0 here, and now they're staring down the barrel, essentially, of a power play now. So already a really good play there by the Kraken. That is Eberle's first point in a Watch with Nordic stream. We'll get into the starting goalies here and their stats in just a moment. But looking at the respective power play for Seattle here, faceoff is attempted to be won by the Kraken. They feed that one up to the point. Marchment can't keep that puck. Now just trying to break the other way. It's Phillip with Nugent Hopkins. Phillip into the zone. Pass to Nuge. He can't complete the pass as he throws that one too high up. And we got another whistle here. Is that another penalty? It is. It's against Seattle. So that was short-lived there. It's a slashing call on Beniers on Phillip. And Matty Beniers already has an assist tonight. We will go to a 4-on-4 for 1:48, then a 12-second Edmonton power play. Shots are 1-1 here, respectively, through the opening period. Seattle with the 1-0 lead here, a little bit over 2 minutes into the first period. Face-off coming now inside of the Kraken zone. It is McDavid versus Stevenson, and the Kraken win the draw. Banked off the boards there by Lindgren. Montour sends Lindgren down the other way. Ryan Lindgren, 3-on-2. Back to Eberle. Eberle looking for options here. We'll throw that one off the corner. Now Stevenson to his right, trying to look for some room there. In front, Montour! Saved by Skinner. If that even got on net, that might have went wide. Here's a 3-on-2 now for the Oilers. It's McDavid to Draisaitl to Nurse. Nurse in front. It's blocked there by Lindgren. Here comes Seattle the other way. Montour with a chance already here will try and break that one into the zone. Now back for Eberle. Eberle gets tagged up there by McDavid and Nurse, and the Oilers will regain control of that puck. Halfway through the 4-on-4 here. We are 3 minutes past in the first period. This has already been a pretty wild game. It is 1-0 Seattle. Puck banks down low into the Kraken end. Nugent-Hopkins trying to keep that puck in the zone. Goes back down low then. Thrown around behind the net by Larson. Adam Larson. Who, is he a former Oiler? I feel like he is. Kraken trying to get control here in their zone. Shane Wright with that puck. Second ever pick in the first round for Seattle, and they can't keep that one in the zone. Decord will come out of his net to play it. Here comes Tolvanen. Eli Tolvanen breaks it in for Seattle. He shoots it. Glove save there by Stuart Skinner with 16:20 to go. And we keep on going with this psychotic first period so far. So again, Jordan Eberle with the goal. Assist on that were Beniers and Berkeley Catton, as we're here still in this first period. Looking at the all-time Watch with Nordic records for these teams, respectively. The Oilers, 17th stream we've done for them all-time in the history of these live streams. They are 8, 5, and 3. Seattle, this is their 5th. They are 1, 2, and 1 through that there as well. This is Edmonton's first stream of the year, along with... Or this is Edmonton's second stream of the year with Seattle's first. Here's Kulak, a shot. That one goes wide. Last couple seconds here of the 4-on-4 now. The Kraken will rush it down the other way. Technically, it's an Oilers power play. Here's Schwartz into the zone. Poke checked away then by Henrique. 5 seconds left to go here now as the power play clocks down. Draisaitl moves it through the neutral zone. Down the right side. Gets it around Ben Meyer, and that'll do it for the power play. Only a 12-second one. Puck in front. Saved by Dacker. What a stop there on Tomasek. And the Kraken will get that one out of the zone. Here's Montour. Feeds that one in front then. Back to the right side. Dumped down low then by Lindgren, who he was an acquisition by Seattle in the offseason. Picked up then by Tomasek on the right side. Kraken get it back. Meyer looks around. Will look for an option here. Trying to move that one in front, but the Oilers are preventing him from doing so. Montour shot. And that one is blocked in front as down to the ground goes Wallman. Myers on the right side. Brings it down low to the corner here in the Oilers zone. Phillip battling for it there, who's been a deft forward here for the Oilers. Frederick trying to move that one through the zone. He's being tied up by Cartier. And he will win that battle, banking it down low. And Seattle will regain control. They have plenty of room. Meyer trying to feed that one up to Ryan Winterton. It's intercepted. Into the zone now, Mangiapane. Over Howard, a shot. And a save there by Dacker. The puck is loose. He's got it in his pads. And they will blow the whistle. Dacker did not even know where the puck was. And they're taking a look at Wallman here, who took a block shot from I think it was Ben Meyer. And a big chance there for Tomasek on Decord, and that one was denied there. Both these goalies have played in Watch with Nordic live streams before. Stuart Skinner, you guys will know very well, obviously. Joey Decord, 3 games played, 1-1 and 1, a 6.5 goals against average, though, and a .905 save percentage in Watch with Nordic streams. As for Stuart Skinner, has played 13 games, has a 6-4 and 3 record, a 2.77 and a .887 all-time with the Oilers in Watch with Nordic live streams. Here's Stevenson, feeds a pass up then the center ice, racing forward is Beniers. Intercepted there, Bouchard tries clearing that one out of the zone. It's kept in, though, by Edmonton. Behind the net, Mangiapane. Over to Ekholm. Ekholm feeds a pass up, and Vince Dunn cannot get to that one in time. We do have some new intermission content that we will be doing here in this game tonight. It'll be a little bit of a test run. If it works out well, we'll keep it. But if it doesn't work out, then we'll just scrap it. It's fine. Puck slides in there on Dackard from a Henrique opportunity, and Decord will cover that one up. As we run through a little bit of time here in the opening period, Jordan Eberle with his 7th point of the season already makes it a 1-0 lead for Seattle here early. And looking at the Oilers goalies here through their campaign, Stuart Skinner's played 5 games, 2-2-1, has a shutout, a .909 save percentage, which is pretty respectable there. Joey Decord obviously being the one that is carrying things along here for the Kraken. 4-1-1 through 6 games played, a .911 save percentage. So the Oilers are coming off of a 6-5 win on Thursday against Montreal. That one was rather controversial. The Habs fans were not very happy about that one. I didn't really watch the game, so I couldn't really say. And then Seattle on Thursday against Winnipeg shut them out in Winnipeg 3-0, which is pretty impressive considering the fact the Jets were one of the best teams in the league last year. That's crazy. Thank you all for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. That would be very much so appreciated. If not, just enjoy the commentary stream here tonight. It's already been a pretty good one. As you can tell, we do have some new things that we're adding to the commentaries here. We actually have stats now. I have printed out stats from HockeyDB. This shows all of the Oilers' leading scorers, where they were born, their age, birthplace, all that good stuff. So it gives us a whole new thing of analysis of players we can talk about here as well. It also has their upcoming schedule. So Edmonton does play tomorrow. They will have to travel north of the border to Vancouver. Seattle, I believe, does have an off day tomorrow. They don't play till Tuesday. Puck cleared around now to the right side. Kraken pick it up right. Sends a pass up down the other way. Here they come into the zone. Schwartz tries throwing it back. It slides out in front. The Oilers will intercept control of it. All right, see you, Bond. Have a good night, man. Here's Brett Kulak now down to the right side. Dumps that one into the Seattle zone. Dunn battling with that puck. Picked up then by Nuge. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins feeds that one to the point. A shot. Saved by Dackard. The rebound is kicked away and down to the corner as Henrique with a good opportunity there in front. Clear around now down low. Seattle trying to get to that puck. Stolen back quickly by Alexiak and cleared out of the zone. Edmonton does get it right back. Here they come. A shot! And that one goes off the boards and wide. Off of a Jack Roslovic chance, one of the newly signed Oilers at the beginning of the season. Roslovic over down low. Shot by Draisaitl is saved by Decord. And cleared down the other way by Seattle. Schwartz moves it into the zone. We'll dump that one down low. Shots are now 7-2 in favor of Edmonton. They have already started to light this game up here in terms of their shots, and we expected that. Draisaitl a shot there saved by Decord. Puck slides all the way down the other way, and that will be a icing against Seattle with 12:25 left to go in the first. Well, Seattle did get the opening goal, but it does seem like the Oilers are beginning to start crawling back here. As it's been a pretty fun night in terms of action around the NHL. I know my Reading Royals, so you guys know I cover professionally in the ECHL. They had an 8-7 win against Greensboro and the Chicklets boys. More goals scored in that game than Paul Bissonnette had in his entire NHL career. Here comes Seattle the other way into the zone, breaking it in. A shot! And a save there by Skinner, and the puck goes out of play from Mason Marchment, who is a former Dallas Star, was acquired by the Kraken here in the offseason. Marchment has 4 points through 7 games. He's been pretty solid here so far for Seattle. And again, Jordan Eberle just a minute 23 into that first period with that goal. A 2-on-1. Berkeley can Sets up a nice breakaway down the other way. Shot from the point there, saved by Skinner. It's cleared back down behind the net. Now Beniers picks it up. Matty Beniers in the corner, battling alongside McDavid. Beniers still has the puck, feeds it up in front. The Oilers will get it back. Here they come the other way. It's Howard into the zone. McDavid drops it back. He's tied up, feeds that one up to the point. Eberle will try and clear, but it's kept in. Howard now battling in the corner with Larson. Now Beniers picks it up. Over then for Eberle, intercepted. Matty Beniers banks it off the boards all the way down the other way, and it's not enough as Cadden tried to rush for it there, but couldn't get to it in time. It's an icing. Berkeley Cadden, the young rookie, played in Spokane last year in just his 4th career NHL game. Still looking for his first NHL goal. Shots are now 8-4 in favor of Edmonton as the Oilers have the trailing deficit here. Here's McDavid now to the point. Bouchard, a shot saved by Decord. Now Eberle picks it up, and here they come the other way. Feeds a pass up then to Cannon, and intercepted there by Bouchard. McDavid down the right side, back to Draisaitl. Poke checked away. Now Beniers will pick it up, and it doesn't matter because it's an offside against Edmonton. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Face off here now outside of the Seattle zone. It's one back then by the Kraken. Trying to clear that one down the other way is Myers. And he will do so. Now back around behind the net. Racing forward again is Winterton. On the right side, Cartier feeds that one around into the corner. Kulak battling for it there. Over back then for Emberson, who banks that one off the boards. It's kept in, though, by Seattle, who they are being outshot, but they're working hard here. I can see the competitiveness. Backhanded down low into the Seattle end. Now Phillip battling for it with Darnell Nurse. Kicked around then to the right side. Puck slides down low. Winterton trying to shoot that one on net, and it goes back down into the corner. Phillip now here for Edmonton. Moves that one around behind the net. Edmonton's got it. Cleared out the center ice. Halfway through the first period now. It's still 1-0 Seattle. Schwartz with some speed. Moves it in. Puck deflects up in the air. It's still in the zone. Fighting for it on the right side is Wright. To the point now. Montour shoots it. And that one goes just high of the net. I think Skinner did get a piece of it. But that was a laser from the point. Wright tries feeding that one in front. And can't complete that puck. Now Yanni Nyman, one of the young players here on the Kraken, banked out of the zone then by Nurse. Montour on the right side sends a pass up then to Schwartz. Schwartz in front, tipped away there by Wallman. Stevenson trying to keep that one in. And the Oilers will regain control and they'll break it down the other way. Wallman to Nurse. Nurse brings it in, shoots it, glove save by Decord. He'll play it back to Marchment. Marchment throwing out to center ice. Puck slides all the way down the other way. It'll be another icing against Seattle here with 9:32 left to go in the first period. Looking at Brandon Montour here. He lost his older brother who was in a battle with ALS this past week. And I saw an interview today of a very emotional Brandon Montour, and it's definitely difficult losing a relative. I've been very fortunate enough to have never really dealt with that situation, but I do know that your time here on this planet is limited, and you need to make the best of it when you can. Fight here as the whistle blows, and some pushing and shoving here. You've seen a couple of officials, and I even saw Leon Draisaitl go up to Montour and say some words. 9:14 left here in the first period. It is 1-0 Kraken. And it looks like we'll see a power play here for Seattle. Isaac Howard is going to go to the box. So Howard there, nicknamed the Iceman, so far in his rookie season, has only 1 goal in 7 games played. Definitely want to see some more improvement there. David Tomasek been slightly better, though. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. You need to see more production. You definitely need to see more production out of your guys. And so far, I really haven't seen that much of that from these Oilers players. But again, it's still early. I'm not very worried about it. Did the Maple Leafs lose today? Okay, they beat Buffalo. I was going to say. What was I going to do? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I already forgot what I was doing. Blue Jackets beat the Penguins. Huskies beat Denver. Wow. Kraken. All right, back here in Seattle. Again, as I said, off rip. It is a penalty here against the Oilers. Oh my God. I'm trying to screen record, and I keep pressing on this one thing, and I'm not able to screen record this. All right, face off here now. Power play for Seattle. They are 0 for 1. They took a penalty like 12 seconds into their first one, so that's why they're 0-1. Here's done a shot, save right into the chest of Stuart Skinner. And Seattle here with their first power play unit. Again, I want to thank everybody here for tuning into the stream tonight. It is very much so appreciated. Face-off coming here now inside of the Oilers' end. Shots are 9-6. Henrique now versus Stevenson. And they blow that one dead. Face-off in the Oilers' end is won by Edmonton. Bouchard now taking that one around behind the net. Clears it down the other way. And Seattle will be forced to start this power play in their own zone. Dunn drops it back. He'll bank it off the boards. Eberle through the neutral zone. Will get that one in. Banks it around now down low. Nyman trying to battle for that puck. Feeds that one to the point. Dunn on the right side. Back over then Beniers to Dunn. To Beniers, down low. Behind the net, Eberle. Back to Matty Beniers. He moves in. Pass in front. Eberle can't get a shot on. And Beniers will try and keep that one in. Bouchard gets it back. They'll battle for it back behind the net. And Bouchard will get that one and clear it to Nuge, who will try and clear. Nyman a shot. And that one is fanned on. Now Nuge, he sent it the other way and almost sent Mangiapane on a breakaway, but could not fully connect it. Here's Matty Beniers now through the neutral zone. Beniers brings it in, loses control of that puck. Emberson gets it. He'll try and bank it off the boards. Now a pass over to Kulak, and it's cleared down the other way. DeCord banks that one off the boards to the right side. Dunn sends a pass up. Here they come the other way. Drop back into the zone. Right a shot, and that one is denied. Now here comes McDavid. McDavid, 1-on-2. Connor McDavid goes through the Kraken defenders and ends up getting that puck poke checked away from him. We know McDavid is certainly capable of doing things like that. Now here comes Tolvanen into the zone. Now Marchment to the point. Montour shoots it, and it goes wide. Marchment to Schwartz. Tries throwing that one up to the point. Oilers will try and get it back now. Montour on the right side. 5 seconds to go here on the Seattle power play. And that'll do it. Good kill there by the Oilers. Seattle got their share of chances, but nothing to really move the needle there. And as a result, they are still a 1-0 lead here, though. Here's Howard now on the right side. Howard trying to move that one through the neutral zone and loses control of that puck. Montour now to the right side. Banked off the boards there by Lindgren. And taken back by Edmonton, who will regroup in their own zone. 9-7 are the shots on goal. Less than 7 minutes to go here in the opening period. Nurse clears that one down the other way. Racing for it then is Thomasek, and we get a stoppage of play. I'm not sure what that was for. Good opportunities by Seattle, though. Shane Wright had a good one. He nearly tucked that one right past Stuart Skinner. And yeah, definitely something you want to do there for sure. You need your opportunities there in terms of shots on goal and things like that. Face-off here now, won by Seattle. They will clear it back behind the net. Wallman on the right side down low. Nurse banks it off the boards. Beniers looking for options now. Fighting alongside Wallman, still behind the net. Jake Wallman trying to pick that puck up, backhands it off the boards. Eberle on the right side, feeds it down low. Puck in front, Beniers battling for it now, and intercepted there by Edmonton. They'll bank it off the boards and take it the other way. It's Frederick with Phillip. Trent Frederick in front, and they can't get a shot on, and Decord will cover that one. Let's go Seattle. Love to hear that. We welcome both teams here into the chat, obviously, but save there by Decord on what could have been a pass in front. I'm getting a ton of notifications from Facebook. As Decord with a big save there. Face-off now in the Seattle zone is won by Edmonton. A ref goes down to the ground. Hopefully he's okay. Battling for it now in the corner. McDavid up to the point to Ekholm. Now back then into the corner. Stevenson battling alongside Dunn. And Seattle will get that one out. Oilers get it right back. Here's McDavid. Gets onside. Drops it back. Draisaitl. Draisaitl in front. What a save there by Decord on a good chance for Roslovic. Oilers' lines are all mixed and mashed. This was not the lineup that I had when I started the game tonight. Puck is cleared back into the Edmonton zone, and Ekholm will regroup here for the Oilers. 5:20 left here in the first period. Seattle with a 1-0 lead. Banked off the boards now. Kraken get it right back. Here's Nyman on the right side. Shoots that one. It goes off of Ekholm's stick and out of play. 5:12 left to go here in the opening period. It is 1-0 Kraken here in the first period. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I really appreciate it. Whoa. If they win, I win 900. I will suck the whole team. Oh my God. Well, I've definitely heard some people say that they want a team to win, but I don't know if I've ever heard them say that they would suck off a certain team, but hey. Okay then. Jeez. So still a 1-0 Seattle lead here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. So the plan here for tonight, I believe I'm going to talk about the game here for a little bit to open up the intermission report. Then we're going to pan over to a video clip from the podcast, the Nordcast, talking about both the Calgary Flames and the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. Maybe. I haven't decided if I want to do that here tonight. But anyhow, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Watching the Seattle broadcast. I always watch the home broadcast. I never, unless if it's my favorite team, I always watch the home broadcast just so I can see, all the new faces and stuff like that. I haven't watched a lot of Kraken games, especially on the streams, so it's been a while. What's up, Von Hook? Oilers with the puck now. They move it through the neutral zone. Seattle battling for it. And it's cleared out then the other way. Oilers get it back. Henrique drops it down low. It's intercepted. And Edmonton gets it right back. Puck is cleared down low into the Oilers zone. Kulak down low now. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Hopkins to the center. Henrique backhands it over then to Nuge. Trying to bring that one into the zone. Can't get a full stick on it as he's tied up. And Seattle will clear that one out once again. Ekholm now with it. Will dump it down low. Shots are 11-7 in favor of Edmonton here through the opening frame. Here's a puck down the other way then by Eberle. Jordan Eberle clears it around behind the net, or at least tries to. Now Cadden in the corner. Berkeley Cadden banks it up to the point. Dunn on the right side then behind the net. Puck is tipped down low. And Beniers to the point then. Larson shoots it. And it goes up in the air and into the corner. Now Bouchard with it. Banks it around down low for Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm feeds a pass up to center ice. Beniers intercepts it. He brings it right back in. 3-on-2. Cadden into the zone. Beniers in front. Bouchard holds his stick up, and that is going to be a penalty. Bouchard does not like that. It was looked like a slash on Beniers from Bouchard, and the Kraken will get another power play. And it's a hooking penalty. I apologize. Not a slash. It was a hook. And with 3:41 left to go, Seattle will get another power play. This is their third one of the night. There's Chris Knobloch, who's getting some gray hair. For a second, when they panned to him, I was like, is that Dave Haxtell? No. Sorry. I knew it was Chris Knobloch, but Haxtell being there in Seattle a couple years ago, I don't know. My brain doesn't compute. Face off here in the Edmonton zone. Seattle power play. This is their third one of the night. Down low right. They start out with their second unit. Schwartz battling here in the corner. Feeds it around then to the right side. Tolvanen up to the point. Montour comes in. Looks. Waits. To Tolvanen. Back to Montour. Down low right to Marchment in front of shot. Saved by Skinner. And that was a slow and soft shot. So it was an easy save there for Stu. Are the Penguins back? They certainly look like they are. They certainly look like they're back. And it's kind of wild to think, again, when you look at how, Pittsburgh was projected to finish. A lot of us on the podcast and a lot of fans had them pretty low, but I fear they might be back. Face-off violation here with 3:24 left to go in the first. Marchment here versus Draisaitl. Certainly a matchup of all time. They do have McDavid and Draisaitl both out there on the ice. Emberson will win that draw and clear that one all the way down the other way. Puck is back now behind the net. Montour will move it down the right side. 3:10 left here in the first. Tolvanen to Marchment. Feeds that one or tries to feed it up to the point. With 3 minutes to go here. And now shots are 11-9. So the Kraken are slowly crawling back, but power plays do help. Halfway through the Seattle one, that is. Dumped down low into the Edmonton zone. Tolvanen battling alongside Emberson. Trying to get that puck free as Kulak banks that one off the boards and clears it down the other way. DeCord gives that one back then for Dunn. Dunn moves it through the zone, dropping it back. Seattle's got it. Eberle through the neutral zone. Drop back then Stevenson to Nyman. Dunn. Beniers back to Dunn. A shot. It's blocked there by Edmonton. They will break it the other way. It's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here he comes. Nuge into the zone. A shot off the post. Off the crossbar, and now Seattle takes it the other way. It's Eberle. One-on-one, he's got some room. He waits, looks for options. Beniers in front, can't get the shot off, and cleared the other way by Edmonton with 15 seconds to go on the power play. What a sequence. It's kicked down the other way, then right away. It's Nyman into the zone now, battling with Ekholm, and the numbers are not in favor of Nyman in Seattle, so they will draw back. Cadden, a shot by Montour. He fans on it, and it goes just wide of the net. That would have been a laser if he would have connected on that properly. Now Bouchard gets that one back up. The power play is over. Another kill there by Edmonton. Winterton feeds it up to center ice. Racing for it now is Karche, battling with Ekholm. He can't get there in time. It's an icing. 1:27 left to go in the first. Face off here now in the Seattle zone. Clears it down into the Edmonton end. Wallman banks it off the boards. McDavid into the zone. Connor McDavid drops it back. Wallman a shot. Saved there by Decord. Wallman now battling forward in the corner. Edmonton trying to get it out. Here's McDavid in front. Draisaitl can't get the shot on. Now Marchman moves it back the other way. Last minute of play here now in the first period. It's dumped down low into the corner. Seattle attempting to battle for that puck. Down low, Winterton in front, done! Shoots that one and it's blocked. Now Larson moves in, down low. Marchment to Larson. Stevenson moves it in, comes into the zone, will break it out behind the net, throws it in front. A shot there, dribbles into Skinner, and Wallman's just like, nah, cover that puck, Skinner. 32 seconds left here in the first period. Hillary Knight on the pregame show. Cool. Shots were 12-10 in favor of Edmonton. Face-off won by Seattle in the Oilers zone. Puck tipped in front, goes wide. What a play that would have been if Shane Wright could have connected. Battling here now down low. Schwartz shoots it, and that one is blocked. At the point now, Alexiak to the right side. Down low, Wright battling for it. In the corner, 10 seconds left. Behind the net, in front, Nyman a shot. It goes up in the air and out of play with 6.2 seconds left. Now it's 13-11 are the shots on goal. Face off here now in the Edmonton zone. It's won by Seattle. Done. Shoots it. Saved by Skinner with 2.4. They let the clock run to 0.8. They blew a late whistle there. And yeah, I mean, they blew that whistle way too late. And that will do it here for the first period. Just a little bit of a simple puck drop there. End of 20 minutes of play. The Kraken with an early goal by Eberle makes it a 1-0 Seattle lead here in the first period. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack, go get a drink, do what you got to do. And we will be back for the start of the second period here momentarily. Will the Flames try and trade Huberdeau? I don't think they can. I'm sure they would love to, but they probably can't. So I think he's there to stay. I think like anybody else though is probably on the table, if we're being completely honest. All right. Pull up the stream here on my feed. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Good start to the stream here so far. Hopefully it gets better from here on out, but good commentary so far. If you could like the stream as well, that would be very much so appreciated, as it helps out with the overall viewership of the stream and the engagement, so it would be much appreciated. And I'm going to take this time to make a video clip here of the goal that was just scored. So, good period. I thought both teams played well. I haven't seen Seattle that much this year. I know their record has been impressive, but I really haven't watched the game. And now that I've seen this first period, I'm impressed. I'm not going to lie to you. I am impressed by how the Kraken looks so far here. Again, I can't watch all 32 teams, so I wasn't really able to watch any of the games as of late, but watching this one, I gotta say, I'm a bit impressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm impressed with the way that the Kraken look. They look a lot more competitive, comparatively speaking, to last year. They look like they're faster, they're in games more, and I can't complain. So if you guys have any thoughts or any questions you want to ask, man, what a wild period in Royals.
Intermission brought to you by Ozempic. Wondering about Ozempic? Visit Ozempic.ca for savings. Now, I'm not saying Kelly Rudy was impressed with Yamamoto's 105, 6 pitches, whatever it was. I was. Of course. But he had to ask, what's the score in our game again?
Oh, now I'm on the Oilers broadcast. Why am I on the Oilers broadcast? All right, I would rather be on the Kraken one. Yeah, I can't complain. I like the Seattle, how Seattle played in that period. Don't really have anything bad to say, to be honest with you. Eberle took the time to put on a Kraken hat. It's pretty lousy looking hat.
Score 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsi drinks, and a bag of popcorn when you buy a Pepsi Breakaway ticket bundle. Bundles are now available for every home game, starting at $150. Head to SeattleKraken.com with Eberle, he scores! Joey Accord and Jordan Eberle, our
He scores! The former Edmonton Oilers Oh, okay. Seattle early in this one. Secondary assist there by Berkeley Cat. That is once again, I say thank you all so much for tuning in to this one tonight. It is greatly appreciated. We'll take a look at the scores around the league in just a moment. Just quickly making a video clip here really quick for the YouTube channel with my Eberle opening goal commentary. Ooh, 33 notifications in my inbox. Dodgers won game 2. That was expected. I didn't think that. I wasn't expecting the Jays to win this one. Wasn't expecting for the Blue Jays to win the game 2. Again, LA, like, I'm actually a little bit shocked that Toronto found a way to beat Blake Snell. Little shocked about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little shocked that they were able to find a way to get through to him. But yeah, still an intermission here, folks. So again, that Eberle goal assisted by Beniers, who picks up his 5th point of the year, and Cadden, who picks up his 2nd career NHL point. And his 1st point in a Watch of Nordic live stream, which is pretty cool. Again, you guys know we follow things like that here. Was in Reading today with the girlfriend. A little exhausted. Got some work to do tonight, though. We have another commentary stream tomorrow. This time we are going up north to Calgary for the 3rd time this year. I did not mean to plan 3 Calgary Flames live streams to this point, but we're getting them out of the way. The Flames will take on the Rangers tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live for that tomorrow here. So I might be live on Monday. I might be. I'm not exactly sure just yet if I will be. But if I am, we're probably doing Senators and Bruins. Looks like the expectation there. If I'm live tomorrow or on Monday, but there's a chance I may not be. I will let you guys know, but I do know for sure we will 120% be live on Tuesday and Thursday for 2 back-to-backs Tuesday is obviously the Frozen Frenzy. So that is that. And then on Thursday, I'll pull up the schedule here of the games that we're doing. I don't think we're doing either of these teams. So you won't see either of these teams till probably November. So schedule for this coming week. We got Panthers and Ducks, Sharks and Kings on Tuesday the 28th. So Sharks and Kings, I think, is the 11 p.m. game. So we're going to be going from, I think that Panthers-Ducks game is 7 p.m. start. Let me just pull up the schedule. Because I have a break in between. I'll have an hour break in between Panthers and Ducks. And then Kings and Sharks. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so Panthers and Ducks is at 7 p.m. So we're doing that, and then I get an hour in between. Then we're doing Kings and Sharks at 11 p.m. So essentially, that Tuesday, we're going to be going from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's going to be one hell of a day, for sure. I don't know / imagine if I will be going to class the next day. I don't know if I can do that. 2 a.m., that's a struggle. But, there's that. And then on Thursday, I'm finally doing a Nashville Predator stream. In the almost 100 live streams we've done on the channel, I've never done a Predators live stream. We're finally doing one on Thursday. It's Preds Flyers. Knowing my luck, in revenge, they will beat my Flyers, probably. And then Devils and Sharks. So 2 Shark streams this week. All 3 Pacific Division teams there, too. So that's cool. Fun little tidbit. That Preds Flyer stream could be our 100th stream, depending on if I stream on Monday. All right. We're almost ready here for the start of the second period. We'll get started with that in just a moment. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in here to yet again another Watch with Nordic live stream. If you are new to the channel, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. That would be very much appreciated. We are on the content live streaming grind here. We've been putting a lot of work in recently, and I'm very happy with what we've been able to do.
To dining pedagogy. This is the focus where it should be, on you. At Diamond, we connect your business to a more personalized, dedicated approach than what traditional banks can offer. We meet you where you are, right inside your community, where we've been serving our members since 1947. We're working together and growing together.
Oh, goodness. All right. Almost ready to start the middle frame here. All right. What's up, Hockey and Gaming 88? How we doing? All right. Let's do our look around the NHL here. There is a 13-game slate tonight. Every game besides this one has concluded, so all of the focus for tonight has come down to this game. So we start off in Philadelphia versus the Islanders very early this morning, 12:30 A 4-3 shootout win for the Flyers. Matvei Michkov with the shootout winning goal. Bruins Avalanche. Boston edges out the win there. Morgan Geekie, the game-winning goal, is the decider in a 4-3 win there. Tampa Bay finally gets back in the win column. I was worried with the way the Lightning were playing. They win that game 4-3 against Anaheim. Toronto finally gets back in the win column there too. They defeat the Sabres 4-3 in overtime. Knights and Panthers. Florida gets the shutout there 3-0. Florida have been struggling here a little bit. Utah and Minnesota. I had the Mammoth over the Wild in the playoff race. And so far, the Mammoth are proving me right. 6-2 final score there for Utah. Blues and Detroit. St. Louis, I'm a little bit concerned with the way the Blues are playing. They blew a 4-0 lead in that game. They lost that one 6-4. So one hell of a game there for Detroit. They needed that win for sure. Columbus and Pittsburgh ends that one in a shootout. 5-4 there. Pittsburgh still getting points. I don't know how they're doing it. Ottawa and the Senators needed a commanding win. They get that last night over Washington. 7-1 is the final score. They needed a commanding win, and they get one. So good on the Sens there. Montreal defeats Vancouver 4-3. Ivan Demidov and Jakub Dobeš, the two rookies, are playing awesome. Kings and Predators is 5-4 in a shootout there. Nashville picking up those wins there. And then Dallas edges out the Carolina Hurricanes 3-2. Miro Heiskanen with the game-winning goal. So there you go. That is your look around the NHL for this past night. As we get ready for the start of the second period here in just a couple of minutes, I'm going to update the Watch with Nordic all-time stat sheet here, as they are kicking me out of the broadcast again. Of course they are. I hate ESPN when they do this. Hate them. Hate you guys. And now they're going to say, too many devices. Watch. No, they don't. Wow. Is my stream glitching? Doesn't look like it is. It is on mine. Is the stream good on your guys' end? Oh my god, why does it keep putting me? All right, here we are. We are ready to get started here with the second period in Kraken Oilers here. First period recap. Goal came from Jordan Eberle early in that first period as Seattle has a 1-0 lead through 20 minutes of play, and we get ready to get started with the second 20-minute frame here in tonight's game. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It is Stevenson versus Draisaitl here for the faceoff, and it's won back by the Oilers. Cleared around then down low behind the net. Oilers pick that one up. Banking it off the boards, then Savoy trying to bring that one into the zone. Draisaitl now on the right side, intercepted. Stevenson clears it now down low into the zone. Wallman behind the net now. Stevenson picks it back up for the Kraken. Now down low, Marchman with it. Stevenson looks for options. Feeds that one in front for Marchman. He can't get a clear shot on that puck. And now down low, Marchman battling forward here. Edmonton gets it back. Draisaitl feeds it in front then. Savoy moves that one through the zone. We'll clear that one into the Seattle zone. Savoy to the point. Banks that one back around then behind the net. Leon Draisaitl with that puck. Draisaitl in front. Savoy saved by Dackert and cleared back into the corner. Podkolzin down low then Savoy. Savoy in front for McDavid, and they can't complete the pass. And Seattle breaks that up before anything bad can happen. And Lindgren trying to clear that one down the other way. Can't really find a way to do so. The Oilers are hemming Seattle in their own zone. Now they get a break. Here's Eberle down the right side with Ekholm. Eberle a shot. And it goes up and around and out of the zone. Vince Dunn now in the corner. Here with Seattle. Dunn now banked out of the zone. Bouchard now on the right side. Cleared down into the Kraken end. Dunn in the corner. Banks that one around behind the net. Now Chandler Stevenson with that puck. Clears that one off down low. All the way back down and into the Oilers end. Now Bouchard back to Isaac Howard, the Iceman as I like to call him, and Ekholm can't keep that puck in the zone. It's tipped out of play. So Seattle's homestand continues Tuesday. They have 4 games left in it. They are at home here for a little bit. They play Montreal. So that should be a interesting matchup there. The Canadiens have put together some pretty good performances here, some good wins, and they will hope to get another one here in Seattle. Face-off here now outside of the Edmonton zone. It's won back then by Seattle. Cleared down low by Dunn into the Edmonton end. Skinner banks it around. Puck stays in. Oilers will bring it down the other way. Here's Emberson. Ty Emberson with some room. Comes in. Shoots it. Saved by Decord. The rebound kicked away there and back down low then for Emberson. To Henrique at the point of shot. Gloved away there by Decord once again. Kept in though by the Oilers still on the right side. Henrique another shot. And that one deflects wide. Henrique down to the corner. Roslovic behind the net. Racing for it is right. He'll tip it past Nuge. Kept in though. Kulak will fire that one. It's blocked. And now Seattle a 3-on-2 the other way. Right into the zone. Fires that one just wide of Skinner. Now Nyman with it back behind the net. And picked up back then by the Oilers. Here they come the other way. It's Nuge. 3-on-3 into the zone. Clears it down low. Now Montour with the puck for the Kraken. Lindgren to the right side. Now Montour gets it right back. Shots are 15-11 in favor of Edmonton. They have picked up the majority of the shots here already. Clear back up to the point now. Frederick moving that puck around, looking for options. He's got Cartier tagging him up there and can't really get anything going. Wallman banks it off the boards. Now Tomasek to the right side. Pass over. Phillip a shot. That one slides in on Decord. He makes the save. Easy cover there by Joey Decord. 16:43 left to go here in the second period. The Kraken still with that early goal have a 1-0 lead. Oilers have the first 4 shots of this opening period. Cleared around then to the right side. Down low now. A shot into the zone is blocked there off a skate. Now Kraken trying to rush it the other way. It's picked off in the air by Podkolzin. Sends it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in front, and Savoy can't get a shot on goal as he's knocked down to the ground. And Draisaitl gets that one back then for Edmonton. Leon Draisaitl takes it back. Bouchard to Draisaitl now as he moves it through the zone. Ekholm brings it in. Waits. Pass in front is deflected away. He had Savoy open in front, but decided to take the bigger risk. And that one doesn't bite him in the butt, but it doesn't work out for him either. Bouchard clears it through center ice. Now McDavid moves it into the zone. Back down low. Howard shoots it wide. Now on the right side, battling with that puck is Larson. Oilers will get it back. Howard sends it forward. Lindgren back to Beniers. Dumped down low then by Mahura. Here's Berkeley Ken now on the right side battling for it. Throws it back behind the net. Now Emberson with room on that puck. And stolen back then by McDavid. McDavid down to the right side. Connor McDavid feeds it up to the point. A shot! And it goes wide there. And now picked up then for the young rookie Berkeley Ken. He's got some room. Ken moves it in. Skates it back. Feeds it in front. Beniers shoots it wide. He had room on that top corner. Tried to get that one. And it goes out of play. That would have been another assist for Cannon, but nice IQ there. Again, he notices that there's no room for him on that play, so he reverts it around, skates back around, and sends it past to Beniers, who's open. And that's a smart IQ there from a player who's just in his 4th NHL game. Now Wright versus Phillip, and it's won by Seattle. Schwartz around now the right side, down low into the corner, battling for it here is Nurse with Howard. Nyman gets that puck back. Schwartz down low, feeds it to Wright in front. Nyman can't get opportunity there as he's tied up by Phillip for the majority of that sequence. Now cleared back down low behind the Edmonton net. Nyman battling for it with Phillip. Schwartz trying to get to it there as well. It's banked down low then right. 3 Kraken players down low. Not sure that's the best way to go for it. But hey. And the Oilers will intercept that puck back, and they will regain control here in their own zone with 14:30 left to go here in the second. 15-11, a pass up to the neutral zone. It's intercepted. Seattle breaking it in to the right side now. Meyer down low, feeds it in front, and it's intercepted there quickly. Now Roslovic fumbles the puck, but does keep it in the Oilers' possession. Wallman back to Roslovic. He now probably breaks it out. Here he comes into the zone. Down the right side now, behind the net. Looks up to the point. Nugent Hopkins to Roslovic. At the point, Ekholm shoots it wide. Ekholm now waits to Bouchard. Bouchard sneaks in. Rister. And that one is blocked there by Cartier. Good thing he blocked it because that was a slap shot. I don't know why I said Rister. Up to the point. Ekholm. To the right side, Nuge shoots it up in the air, and it goes wide. Myers battling for that one on the right side. Seattle will get that one out of the zone. Racing for it is Ryan Winterton. He's got some room. Winterton in front. Cartier. He scores! What a pass! Skinner could not beat that one. And Ty Cartier with another backdoor play, and Seattle leads 2-0. The fourth line connects. Ryan Winterton skates that one through past Ekholm, and a pass over there for Ty Cartier, who has his first goal of the season. That is Winterton's first point as well. And Seattle has a 2-0 lead here. Assist on that goal, Cartier from Winterton and Ben Myers. So all 3 players there from the Kraken fourth line who you haven't seen a lot of connection from so far this season. That's Cartier's first goal of the year. And Seattle now has a 2-0 lead here on the Oilers. Podkolzin now trying to feed that one in front. Draisaitl battling for it there. Marchman intercepts it now as Seattle will bank it off the boards to the neutral zone. So the Oilers with offensive pressure, they lead shots 16-12, but Seattle with the 2 goals that matter, and I would say they're both off of defensive lapses. Savoy moves it in, shoots that one back down low to the corner. Thrown up to the point. Around now, back behind the net. Draisaitl battling for it down low. Banked off the boards to the point. Emberson, Kulak, a shot! Clear down low into the corner. Now battling for that puck is Montour. Brandon Montour will shoot that one down the other way. Now Stevenson with some room, brings it in. Chandler Stevenson gets tied up there quickly, looks for room, and will wait to throw that pass in front. It's blocked there quickly by Henrique, and picked up there by the Oilers down the other way. Battling with that puck, Eberle to Larson, back to Beniers. It's banked off the boards and cleared now. Here comes the Oilers the other way. It's Howard, slides it in front, and nobody is there for that pass, and the Kraken get it right back. Beniers, 3-on-2. Will move it to the center, drops it down low. Eberle will battle now with Nurse. Banked around then down low. Beniers kicks it back into the corner. Eberle on the right side to the point. Done a shot. It's blocked there with a stick, kept in though by the Kraken. Beniers in front, shoots it, and it goes up and out of play. Another good chance there for Beniers, and can't get a shot on. So there you go. Ty Cartier with the goal there, and it is a 2-0 lead for Seattle. So what's really notable here about a lot of this, and why does it keep doing this? My God. What's really notable here about this Kraken fourth line, all of these guys are on their fourth line. That is Cartier's first goal of the year, his 17th career NHL goal. Winterton, who got the assist on that play, that is his second career NHL point. We just talked about him in the 2021 NHL Draft Revisit. We made that video on Friday. So I recommend you guys go check that one out. And then Ben Myers, also not really that well known of a player. That is his 10th career point. He's been through the league a lot. Unsigned as well, by the way. That's cool. So again, that's Winterton's second career NHL point. Kind of cool to follow. Again, you know, you like to follow the stats here on the streams and through the seasons, and Ryan Winterton cooking there for Edmonton, or for Seattle. Definitely not Edmonton. Definitely not the Oilers. But hey.
Next on the red carpet, we have looking simply stunning with the season's hottest accessories.
Look back at what Coach was able to do here. 2 block shots. The first one gets in the lane. Got Ekholm shot. Then you got Bouchard with the slap shot as well off the foot. And no better way to cap that off than besides scoring, getting down an excellent play from everybody on the line, touching the puck, be able to put that into the back of the net. Everybody has a role. You have a job to do. You got to play strong defensively on the fourth line, chip in offensively when you can, be responsible, bring the energy to the team, and that's exactly what that line just did. He's leading the team in points.
All right, we're back here in Seattle. A 2-0 lead for the Oilers. Really hope Mason gets a goal. Oilers need to do something. They're out shooting them, but they're struggling to find a net. Down low now behind the net, picked up in the Seattle end. They'll rush it the other way. Nyman banks it off the boards. Then Beniers battles forward with Ekholm. Right. Trying to clear that one in front. Can't get a shot on. Do you mean Marchment? Mason Marchment? It's possible. Puck is dumped all the way into the Seattle zone. Cleared all the way down the other way. What a play there by Dacker to get that one to Schwartz. And now Seattle has a break here in the Edmonton zone. He's pushed down low there is right. And Ekholm will steal that puck back then for the Oilers. Down the other way. Into the zone. It's Tomasek. And he runs into the net. And he looks okay. The faceoff will come outside, though. That was definitely offsides. Apologies. That was Jack Roslovic who had that play. Possibly. There's a good chance. You never know.
For the Edmonton Oilers, that's avoided for the Kraken. Face-off, as we pointed out, we moved out. The shots are 17 for Edmonton, 14 Seattle. Jordan Eberle scored in the first period.
Face-off coming here now outside of the Kraken end. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Face-off one here by Seattle on the right side. They bank it off the boards. Marchment trying to clear that one down low. Draisaitl gets it right back for Edmonton. Here they come the other way, down the right side, deking in a shot. Stopped there by Decord on a good chance for Podkolzin, who's been a good acquisition here to the Edmonton. Scored a couple of clutch performance goals last year. Face off in the Seattle zone. Why is my screen blurry? I don't like this. Face off one there by the Kraken. Here they come the other way. It's banked off the boards there. Racing forward is Meyer. Behind the net, McDavid steals it back. Here comes Edmonton the other way. It's Podkolzin ripping it through the zone. Down the right side. Waits. Will battle for it here on the boards. Podkolzin in front. Kulak. It's poke checked away. And now here comes Meyer. He's tripped. Will that be a call? No, it will not be. Wow. Draisaitl to McDavid. Trying to move it down the other way. Leon Draisaitl controls that puck. It's cleared out by the Kraken. The Oilers do get it right back. But Seattle playing a well-balanced defensive game here as well. Shots are 18-14. Puck will slide out to center ice. McDavid racing for that puck, battling alongside Dunn. Dunn will win the battle. Now up to Cannon. Berkeley Cannon drops it back. Hit there. Eberle off the post. Off the crossbar for Eberle. That would have put Seattle up 3-0. Thanks, Morley. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I do. I'm like an intermission analyst, I guess, for the Reading Royals of the ECHL, but apart from that, really haven't done a whole lot in commentary. I would love to, though. I just don't really know where to start. Here's Cartier with an opportunity. Moves that one into the Edmonton zone. Dumps it back behind the Oilers net. Nurse picks it up then for the Oilers. Clears it all the way down to center ice. 11 minutes to go, or 11 minutes gone in the second period. Seattle with a 2-goal lead. Edmonton brings it back into the zone. Emberson banks it off the boards now. Coming in and battling for that puck in the corner is Henrique alongside Montour. Here comes Seattle the other way. Pass in front. Lindgren will dump that one down low into the zone. 8:30 left to go here in the second. In the corner, in front, Cartier. What a stop by Skinner. And we will go to commercial break. Cartier looking for his second goal of the night. It is 2-0 Seattle. It's been a great performance here so far. And Seattle still with a 2-goal lead. Yeah, so there's 3 periods in hockey, 3 20-minute periods. And if the score is in favor of one team, then it's over. But if it's tied, you obviously go to overtime for 5 minutes. All right. So, Ty Cartier from Winterton and Myers. Shots are 18-15 in favor of Edmonton. So, again, the Kraken are like, they're getting real opportunities. But nothing, but the Oilers have really ruled them out here. But Seattle, I think, still playing a very well defensive game, considering the fact that they're playing the Edmonton Oilers. So I'm really not complaining here about how they've looked. Just to be honest with you guys. Really not that upset. All right. Ben Myers, 26 years old, 5'11" from Delano, Minnesota. Also a guy there like Ryan Winterton, 21 years old, 6'2". Matthew Savoy still looking for his first NHL goal, I believe. I don't believe he scored his first NHL goal just yet. Oilers fans, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Face-off now in the Edmonton zone. Is one down low then by the Oilers. Ekholm now moves it down the right side. Here come the Oilers down the other way. Cleared into the zone. Trying to bank that one out in front. Now Nugent Hopkins slides that one behind the net. Down low. Roslovic throws it up to the point. Emberson. On the right side. Ekholm a shot. That one goes down low. Dackard will steal that puck as it slides up to him. He will cover. And we'll get a face-off here now. Face-off now in the Seattle zone. Beniers on the draw. It's one back then by the Kraken. Here they come the other way. It's a 2-on-2. Eberle with Cannon. Cannon will dump it down low. Now they'll battle for it here in the corner. Pick back then down low to the corner. Another Sabres cast-off. He'll win the cup someday. I think so. Wright's been pretty good so far this year. 5 points in 8 games played. I thought he was good last year, too, after he was scratched by Balsma. He really helped him out. Eberle now moves it into the zone. Fires that one back around behind the net. Oilers will pick that one back up. I don't really root for either, to be honest with you. I'm just here to commentate. I'm a Flyers fan, so I really don't have that much fight in this one. Mangiapane into the zone. Stolen back then by the Kraken. They will clear it out to center ice, and Darnell Nurse will regroup in the Edmonton zone. It's 2-0 Seattle lead. Now Draisaitl will skate that one around. He loses an edge. Here's Cannon into the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Skinner. Berkeley Cannon still looking for his first NHL goal. He's had a couple of good chances here tonight. He would become the 6th player in Watch with Nordic history to score his first. And yeah, for a guy like Cannon, he's really proving that he probably will stay up with this Seattle team. He's looked great here under the Lane Lambert system. Already has 2 assists. Just your Oilers hate fueling you to cheer for the Kraken. Face-off, won by Seattle at the point now. Montour, a shot saved by Skinner. The rebound is kicked down low to the corner. By the net, Tolvanen in front! And a shot there by Marchman goes just wide. Mason Marchman almost had a goal there. I know somebody in the chat wants a goal for him. Now Stevenson down low, feeds that one in front. There's nobody there for Seattle. And it's kept in, though. On the right side, Tolvanen to Stevenson. Waits. Moves it down the right side. Looks for options. Skates it down low. Throws it over. A shot. Saved there by Skinner on Montour. Puck goes out of play. .6:30 left to go here in the second period. Julio Rodriguez from the Seattle Mariners is in the crowd. Rodriguez, obviously, one of the players who took Seattle to the ALCS Game 7. Obviously, they weren't able to cap that one off and win the game. But regardless, still a great run there for Seattle. In terms of their franchise history, they haven't really been able to have a whole lot of postseason success. So, I mean, you obviously won a World Series or even an appearance. But still a good campaign there from the Mariners. Emberson clears that one down low and behind the net. Cartier over down to Winterton, kept in by Edmonton now into the corner. Battling here now on the right side. Kraken have it. They will attempt to clear that one. It's kept in, though, by the Oilers. Tomasek moves in, shoots it. Glove save with 5:58 left to go. Shots are 19-18. We will head to commercial once again. It is a 2-0 lead for Seattle here. Rodriguez don't have anything better to do. I mean, his team is in Seattle. You would think he's definitely not from, he's not from America, right? Maybe he lives in Seattle. Never know. Yeah, I figured he was from Dominican Republic, or I know he wasn't. He wasn't from America. I knew that. I couldn't remember where he was from. Will the Leafs make the playoffs? Probably. They always find a way. They'll always make the playoffs. Will they do anything in them? Probably not.
So I felt her feet.
The Kraken have released their new third jersey.
All right. Back here, 5:58 left to go in the second period. Showing off the Kraken third jersey. They're wearing their homes tonight, but some fans in the stands wearing the Seattle third jersey that glows in the dark, which I'm interested to see how that works. Bouchard shoots it from the point. That one goes wide down low. On the right side, kept in by Edmonton. Bouchard down into the corner. Behind that at Mangiapane, trying to feed that one in front. It's a penalty here against Seattle, and the Oilers will finally get an opportunity to use their power play here tonight with 5:40 left to go in the second period. What about Kraken? You think they will make the playoffs? I don't have them in the playoffs, but if they keep playing the way they are, if it's sustainable, then it's not impossible. They genuinely look good. That's the biggest thing. So Adam Larson to the box for tripping. And Edmonton will get to use their power play. They are 0 for 1 tonight. But keep in mind, that power play was like 12 seconds long. It was at the end of a 4-on-4. Face-off coming here now in the Seattle zone. It's one back by the Oilers at the point. Bouchard drops it back. McDavid down low. Behind the net. Feeds it to Bouchard at the point. He won't shoot it. Back then to McDavid on the right side. Up at the point then Bouchard. Down low McDavid. Connor McDavid to Draisaitl. To McDavid. To Draisaitl on the right side. They're right next to each other. At the point now Bouchard. To the right point McDavid. Tied up there by Stevenson. Kept in though by Edmonton. Bouchard to Nuge. To Bouchard. Down low. Draisaitl! And that one goes wide. I thought Dacker made the save for a second. I was like, wow. Puck out to center ice. Bouchard. To Draisaitl. All right, I have to... Oh my God, are you kidding me? No, don't do this to me. Oh, the game just glitched. No. What is happening? No, I have to restart my PS5. Ugh. Stupid freaking... My ESPN's been glitching out for me. I apologize, guys. Give me a moment. It's going to take a second to restart itself and get us back into the game. Hopefully I don't miss anything. And I missed something. Great. I missed something. Wonderful. Awesome. All right. It's loading back up. Give me a second, guys. So I did miss a goal. Evan Bouchard. Hang on. ESPN. It's freaking annoying. It's happened before, but not during intermissions. All right. Now we're back in. Oh my God, are you serious? Why? Why is it doing this? All right. Now it's working. Okay, Evan Bouchard with a power play goal. The Oilers are on the board. It is 2-1. So I apologize, everybody. I want to make an apology. It's not my fault, but the quality of the stream did lag, and it kicked me out of my ESPN, so I had to restart my PS5. But the Oilers with a goal there on the power play. It's 1-0. Or it's 2-1 Seattle, so the Oilers do get on the board. I just want to apologize for that. All right, back to the commentary. 3:45 left to go in the second period. We get an offsides here against Seattle here. So, assist on that Bouchard goal is from Draisaitl and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, as Edmonton has found some life. Shots are 21-18 in favor of the Oilers here. Face-off on the right side, done. Cleared down low into the Edmonton zone. Behind the net now, Eberle falls to his knees. Nurse battling forward in the corner here for Edmonton in their own zone. Kept in though by Seattle. Eberle behind the net. Battling forward with the Edmonton defense. Now McDavid picks it up. It seems like the Oilers have some life. Here's Nurse now down the other way. Mangiapane battling forward here in the corner. Larson backhands that one around behind the net. Now Cadden tries throwing that one up in the air. It's kept in though by Roslovic on the right side. Eberle still battling for that puck. McDavid takes it around back then behind the net. They'll battle for it here. Roslovic down low. McDavid tried to feed that one in front. McDavid up to the point. A shot back down low. Larson fighting with McDavid there as well. Down low in the corner. 2:40 left to go here in the second period. Now Seattle finally gets some control. Here's Cadden and can't get the puck. And it's a delayed offside there. Now Dunn brings it in. He's got some room and fumbles the puck. Now Podkolzin steals that one from him. He gets his stick tied up there. Battling for it down low is Marchment as well. Dunn gets the puck. Marchment banks it up to the point. Stevenson keeps it in. Shoots it. It's blocked down low to the corner. Skinner is a capable backup on a good day. Yeah, he lacks consistency. He really does. He'll have his moments, but lacks the consistency. Here's Savoy to Bouchard. Tries throwing that pass in front. It's intercepted now down to the corner. Down low. Savoy in front. Oh, good chance there by Leon Draisaitl. Nearly tied the game, but not enough on that. Down low, Stevenson battling alongside Lindgren. Lindgren trying to bank that one up to the point. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second. Dumped down low into the Edmonton zone. Tolvanen can't get it there. Now fighting here on the right side, Draisaitl. Clears it out then to center ice. All the way back into the Kraken zone and icing there against Edmonton. And 2-1 Seattle here. Midway through the second period. Schwartz here against Leon Draisaitl. Face-off won by the Kraken. Alexiak a shot. Tipped in front. Rebound there by Nyman. Can't get on now. Edmonton will move it the other way. They backhanded into the zone. In the corner now. Kept in by Edmonton. Here's a shot in front there. A good chance by Savoy. But it's banked off of the Seattle stick. And back into the Edmonton zone. Here they are on the right side. Emberson, last minute of play here in the second period. Down low to the corner. Howard battling for it. Banked up then for Schwartz. Jaden Schwartz moves it into the zone. We'll dump that one into the corner. Now Nyman battling for it here. Alexiak trying to poke that one through. Howard to center ice. Oilers have it. They'll backhand it down low. Howard. And it's intercepted there by Beniers. It's a 3-on-2. Beniers with Schwartz and Nyman. Beniers, a shot. And he fans on it. Now the Oilers rush down the other way. Less than 30 to go. It's Howard. Shoots it. And that one is saved by DeCourt. He'll play it all the way down the other way. Now with a chance here. Cartier drops it back for Eberle. Eberle behind the net. Loses the puck. And picked back up then by the Oilers. Mangiapane now on the right side. Back then for McDavid. To Mangiapane into the zone. And back for McDavid now. 5 seconds left. Skates it around back down low. Throws it in front. Up to the point. A chance. A backhand. It's blocked. Rebound in front in the crease. And in the... No goal. No goal. As the final buzzer blows, it was on the goal line. And that'll do it for the second period. Late pressure there by the Oilers. And Seattle stays alive. It's 2-1. And let's watch this replay. A backhand from Nurse goes wide. It goes through the crease. A shot there from McDavid is saved by DeCourt. It just barely misses the net. And time had ran out way before that puck even came close. It never even touched the goal line. But some huge chances there. Some insane luck by Seattle. And the Kraken lead 2-1 here at the end of 40 minutes of play. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do back for the start of the third period here momentarily. Thank you all so much for the support. If you are new here, I would love it if you would hit the like button. That helps out with the overall reach of the stream. Gets more people in here. But a great second period there. Goals from Ty Cartier and Evan Bouchard. Make it a 2-1 hockey game here through 40 minutes of play. So I will take this time to update the Watch with Nordic stat line here. So the Oilers had some late pressure in that second frame. They do show some life, and it's hard for Seattle. It's hard for a team like the Kraken. Not saying that they're bad. It's hard for a team like that to hold off the offensive talents of the Edmonton Oilers. It just is, simply being put. Yeah, Seattle winning, man. It's a close one, though. I think this is going to come down to the wire, and I have a feeling the Oilers could come back and tie this game up. So it's definitely not over yet. Donation overlay, what does the two numbers mean? $50. $50 in just donations. The donations really don't matter. It's pretty much just for, if anybody donates money, that's cool. Doesn't really mean that much, though. We don't do it for the money here on the channel. Salute to Eberle and Larson, for sure. Don't really have a dog in this fight. Wouldn't mind seeing. I want to see McDavid win. Not even necessarily Edmonton. Just I want to see McDavid hold up a Stanley Cup. To be honest, that's what I want. I want to see that. Out of respect for the legacy of McDavid's career, he deserves to see a cup. In my opinion. We're going to see Dry and MC for most of the... 100%. Yeah, that's always what they do when they're losing. Those guys will play a million different freaking... Yeah. McDavid is only missing like 5 trophies, 2 of which are goalie trophies. Yeah, exactly. He'll probably never win a Selke. I don't know if he has a defensive game to really do that. But he does have the hardware for individual awards, but I'm sure he doesn't really care about any of that. At this point, he doesn't care about Art Ross's or Hart's or anything like that. He wants a Stanley Cup. And that's the truth. Surprised to see Seattle and Buffalo high in the standings. It's early. So I'm not really like... I will say this, though, like for the Kraken fans in here, I'm very humbly surprised by the way their team has played here to start the season. I am very humbly surprised by that. Because when I viewed Seattle through a lot of this season, I really wasn't that high on them. Just because of the fact that I felt like their team was a little bit average. I didn't like their roster, to be honest. But I think that so far they've really provided some good offense here. They've shown competitiveness. They look a lot better than they did last year. And that's a definite. They look way better and way different than they were last season. And that's a major positive there. It's a major positive. So 45 seconds left on that power play. Evan Bouchard wires a Slap shot from the point. I would have seen that if my ESPN didn't crash. It's okay. It would be worse if it happened in, like, overtime or something. People say McDavid can't win in Edmonton, but they were right there 2 years ago. I think they have a chance. Sorry to say, but I am hoping Florida tanks. Yeah, Florida hasn't been that great so far this year. I fear, like, if they don't have Barkov for their playoff run, I fear a three-peat isn't happening. But I'm not going to say that, like, it won't happen. I just don't know if it's really actually going to happen, but it's still too early to really depict that. Shots are 21-18. Face-offs are 51% in favor of Seattle. Yeah, Ottawa needed a win, and I feel like that win by Ottawa is going to be one that we look at down the road and say that turned around their season. That's what I really feel like with that win there by the Sens.
That year with Dan, before you stuck on two little secondary assists. I don't even remember the assist. I just assuming that it's assist or very. I don't remember him. Do you? No. Maybe there was a highlight reel assist for Bruce. I don't know. Oh, probably not. Jack and Louie were talking about Joey Decord and how he's having an impact in this game. Boy, like his career, he's been sneaky good along the way. You take a look at him just during the national anthem, his little pregame routine. I like this how he goes side to side, and that's going to be important here in a couple more.
Experienced veteran squad like Florida could back to the playoffs and run the table for sure. Huge morale boost. Yeah, you needed a win, and I feel like for Ottawa, who is missing their captain, they haven't necessarily played the best hockey down the stretch. I think they needed this, just being completely honest. And it's a good win. Had a 2-0 lead. How are we going to sell? If we don't win, I'm so upset. Yeah. Oilers, though, I feel like they always find a way to crawl back into a game. And I feel like I wouldn't be shocked if they come back and win this. But Seattle, there's still time. And they have a 2-1 lead. Just got to hold it down defensively. You got to capitalize on your odd man rushes, capitalize on your offensive zone battles, and they should be able to hold off the Edmonton offense. But again, it all matters if you can hold off the Edmonton offense. Like it doesn't matter otherwise. Hope Marchman gets a goal. Maybe he scores the overtime winner. Oh, okay. Stuff around the league. Ovechkin, 1,500 game. 21st player to do so. I need that Ovi shirt. That's sick. Think Buffalo is a better team than Toronto. Really? Yeah, but 3 out of 4 points is good. Career point number 1,000 for Kucherov tonight as well. Yeah, just showing it on my screen right now. 24-17 were the shots in that game at that point. Yeah, Tampa Bay, that was a big one. They needed that win. Patrick Laine out 3 to 4 months as well. Friedman going through his Saturday night headlines here, obviously. Robert Thomas left the Blues game with an upper body injury. Ooh, that's not good. Roman Josi week to week. Yeah, not great. Oilers coming back, there's still time. If there's any team that I would pick to come back in any scenario, it's the Oilers. Glide Buffalo and Toronto in normal time and help my multi. I got Tampa Bay to win, Utah to win, Kraken to win, and Buffalo and Toronto draw. Just need a Kraken win. Should I cash out? I have a parlay for the over 5-5. I would. I'd be shocked if there's... I mean, there's been 3 goals. All it takes is 3 more. That's difficult. I would always ride it out. I would ride it out. Oilers can play that. Yeah, they can play that 80s hockey. They have a guy like McDavid that can do that, so no doubt about that. All right, still in the second intermission here. Getting ready for the third in about probably 5-10 minutes. I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's going over 5-5. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. If I'm wrong, then you can never talk to me again. You can unfollow me if you even do, and just never talk to me again. Hello from Texas. What's up, Brett? How we doing? Hello from Pennsylvania here in PA. That's where we're commentating this game from. I got to think of what game I want to stream tomorrow. Or not game. What a video I want to make tomorrow. If it's 3-1, we got a chance. Then when it's 2-2. That's true. Yeah, they definitely need another goal. Next goal is crucial. Absolutely. If there even is a next goal. If there even is one. All right, I got about 3.5 minutes here till the start of the third period. Probably a little bit more than that. So I'd say like 5 minutes till the start of the third period. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Another great stream here on a Saturday night. After a nice little chill, laid-back day here for me. Wore my pajamas pretty much all day. Had an off day. Didn't work today. I work tomorrow. Cash out. Cash out and put 100 on the over. Plus 158. Okay. Good on you, Todd. Yeah, that's the smart play. That is the smart play. That's the safe play. Especially in a game like this, where it's been kind of a goaltender duel for a lot of it. What was I gonna do? Penguins for real? I don't think they're for real, but it is pretty happy to see. I think they'll drop off. I do too. I could cash out at 660 when Kraken was 2-0, but I'm hoping we win, so I get 900. Is that bad gambling? I don't gamble. I'm not old enough to. So I can't tell you the honest truth. Everybody asks me gambling questions, and I'm like, guys, like I don't gamble. I don't really know. But that's playing it for the risk. Now it's only offering 440. I'd hold on. Hold on, brother. Believe in Seattle. Would love to see another Penguins Caps Classic playoff game. Yeah, that'd be great. Again, I mean, like, I'm not against Pittsburgh going on a run and making the playoff for Crosby. Disclaimer, this channel does not give legit gambling advice. I'm going to pin that comment. That's awesome. It's true, though. All right, I got to check out. Have a good night. See you, Morley. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I see you in another stream. Thank you very much, man. Don't want to hedge. I want to win clean. That's true. Yeah, you gotta get pinned for that. That's a great comment. That's great. It's true though. It's true. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I'm holding on. Hey, I respect that. Cheers, bro. Seattle money line? Ooh, I don't know, man. It depends. All right, I think we're ready for the third here in a moment. Guys, I think we're ready for the third in a second. So you don't give away winning lottery? Fuck, man, I wish. That's the only thing I can do. I can't gamble, but I can like get a lottery ticket for some reason. Like I could go tomorrow and get Mega Millions. Like it's weird the way that works. I should. I have weird luck sometimes, so maybe I should. It's weird the way the law works. Seattle is a good man. They're doing better this year than people expected, and they just beat the Oilers in preseason. That's preseason, though. All right. I think we are ready to get started here in the third period. All right. Yeah, here in New York, the casino is owned by the lottery, so you can gamble at 18. Oh, interesting. All right, here we go. Start of the third period in Kraken Oilers. Second period recap. Goals came from Ty Cartier and Evan Bouchard. And it's time for the third and final period tonight. And we are underway. Faceoff is won by the Oilers here. They'll move it in their own zone. Wallman sends a pass up then to Tomasek, who will move it down the right side. Podkolzin sends a pass over. Now they'll try and break it into the zone, battling on the right side then with Lindgren. Podkolzin, down low, Savoy. In front there for Draisaitl. Can't get a shot onto the point now. Nurse shoots that one high up in the air and back to Nurse. Banks off the boards and back over and out of the zone there by Seattle. A good chance there. Here's Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl through the zone, and we get a whistle here. That was a late whistle for offsides. With 19:28 left to go in the third. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. Trying to get to 4,000 subs by the end of the year. We're making good progress. I'm hoping that we could possibly reach that mark. It's been a long time since we've hit a subscriber milestone, so I'd appreciate it. Here's Dunn now over to Beniers. Beniers kicks that one into the Edmonton zone. Ekholm now battling in the corner with Schwartz. Still down low, banked up to the right side. Oilers backhand that one back for McDavid. Connor McDavid through center ice. Dekes down the right side. Intercepted then, and another offsides call against the Oilers. And we'll go back for another faceoff. Jeez. Whew. Thank you all for tuning in. Who scored the Edmonton goal? Bouchard. Face-off. Won by Seattle. Bouchard dumps it into the Kraken zone. In the corner. Thrown in front there by Savoy. Puck in the air now behind the net. Here's Schwartz. Moves it the other way for the Kraken. Jaden Schwartz through the zone. Back over then for Larson, who fights for it in the corner with Ekholm. Eberle sends that one down low. Schwartz around now behind the net. Racing for it is Beniers. Beniers to Eberle. Eberle to the point. A shot. And that one is blocked there. Kept in though by the Kraken. Banked around behind the net. Ekholm battling with Schwartz. And Berkeley Catton's not out there on the ice. Interesting. Here's McDavid through the zone, down the right side, battling here with Dunn. Now to the corner, tries throwing that one up in front. Now Eberle rushes it the other way. He's got Beniers with him. Eberle down the right side, tied up there, and back behind the net, picking that one up is Emberson. I don't want a break. Tell me to take a break. Here come the Oilers, Podkolzin. To Roslovic, it's intercepted. Now Seattle trying to rush it the other way is Catton, and the Oilers get it right back. Battling down low now here. Picked up on the right side. Catton. Puck drops back to the neutral zone and cleared back into the zone now by Edmonton. Not Vegas. What am I saying? I picked Edmonton to win. But looking at this game now, I kind of think Seattle. Shane Wright breaks it into the Edmonton zone. Wright with some room. Moves it back behind the net. Poke checked away. Catton picks it back up then for Seattle. At the point, they can't keep it in. It goes down the other way, and DeCord gets to that puck first before any Oiler can. Alexiak now down low, battling forward here with Mahura. Kicked around down to the right side, goes back out of the zone. The Oilers regroup and get control. Phillip. Intercepted. Poke checked away. Kept in by Edmonton. Jake Wallman. Dekes into the zone. Moves it in front. And Alexiak denies that one away. Yanni Nyman breaks it through the neutral zone. Frederick battling forward. It's cleared down the other way by Seattle. And the Oilers will regroup in their own end. Cross pass here into the neutral zone. Phillip comes in, fires it. That one is blocked. Now Trent Frederick for Phillip in the corner. Noah Phillip behind the net. Battles here with the puck. Around now down low. Phillip fighting alongside Tomasek. Puck will slide all the way down the other way with 16:30 left to go. Still no shots so far here in the third. It's been back and forth action. Now Larson breaks it into the zone. Larson behind the net. Picked up again then by Edmonton. Draisaitl dekes around. And he will get that puck back over to Savoy. Savoy drops it back. Podkolzin down low in front. And they can't get a shot there either. Podkolzin gets it back at the point. Bouchard down low to Draisaitl. In front then for Ekholm. It banks off the boards and back down the other way. And the Oilers regroup. Puck will drop back. Larson in the Seattle zone. It'd be beautiful if the score stayed the same. Yeah, it can still stay that way. Savoy drops it back. Ekholm now. We'll bank it off the boards now into the Seattle zone. Dunn battling with Draisaitl. Two number 29s going at it. Around now down low. Ekholm with the puck. 15:27 left to go. Oilers have it. Down low in the corner. Draisaitl shoots that one, and it's wide there as well. Now Emberson banks it back down low. With that puck is Roslovic trying to keep that one in the zone. Back to Draisaitl. Thrown down low to the corner. Nurse. Roslovic behind the net. Feeds it up to the point again. Here's McDavid. Dekes around. It comes in. Pass over. And they can't complete the play. Puck slides in front there. Saved by DeCord. McDavid to the point. Oilers are hemming the Kraken in their own zone. McDavid skates it around. Trying to move it into the zone. Too many passing plays here. Just shoot it. If you have the chance, fire that puck. Thrown up to the point. Kulak waits. Tipped in front. Rebound there. And it's played wide, and now Beniers will take it the other way. Matty Beniers through the zone. Eberle fires it, saved by Skinner. The first shot of the game, of the period. Now Howard with the puck down low. Oilers coming with that pressure. Is Marchman in it? I believe he's in the game, but he's not on the ice currently. DeCord behind the net. Banked up then for Cadden. Cadden up to Shane Wright. Shane Wright's got some speed. Breaks it into the zone. Pass over Montour. Saved by Skinner. A little more of a edge here to Montour's game tonight. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Brings it into the zone. It's intercepted. Now Winterton backhands that one down the other way. Racing for it is Wright. Broken up the boards then by Nurse. Nurse dumps that one down low into the Seattle end. On the right side in the corner, Henrique battling for it. Kraken try and pick that one up. Oilers banking that one back behind the net. Now Nugent Hopkins regroups. Battling for it down low. Wright banks it off the boards now to Montour. Montour to Cartier, trying to get that one out of the zone. Still fighting for it here in the neutral zone as both teams. We got 13:20 left to go. There's only been one shot in this period. Frederick now down low in the corner. Trent Frederick battling with that puck alongside Myers, Alexiak, and I think that's Phillip. And finally they get that puck free. Now Tomasek battling forward here in the corner. Puck will slide up to the right side. Nyman up then for Beniers. Here comes Seattle the other way. They will dump that one down low. Ekholm. Over then now down low. Oilers get it back. Tomasek through the neutral zone. Banks it off the boards and back into the Seattle end. DeCord clears that one around then. Over for Tolvanen. Pass over for Dunn as he dumps that one down low. Oilers still trail this game 2-1. They have hemmed the Kraken in their own zone. Here's Nurse's shot. And a save for DeCord right into his chest. And a good stop there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support here tonight. As Montour tried to go short side there on Skinner, but nothing goes in. It is 2-1 in favor of Seattle. Almost out of water, by the way, on this big jug. So I haven't said it enough tonight, but we do have another stream later. We have the Calgary Flames and the New York Rangers tomorrow. So I have been preparing for that one for a while. Calgary, we made a video on today talking about their season struggles. So there is that. And hoping for a good game tomorrow. Calgary's lost like 8 games in a row. And the Rangers aren't playing their best hockey either. So tomorrow has a lot to it, I would say. Definitely. So it could be a fun game tomorrow too. I hope you guys can tune in. In commercial break here. My phone is glitching. It is glitching the heck out here. You're shitting yourself? I don't blame you, man. You got a lot of money on the line. Joey DeCord, 22 saves on 23 shots tonight for Seattle. He's played a good game so far. Long as the Oilers don't score, if they tie it up, they winning. Oh, probably. I agree with that. I agree with that statement. All right, face-off here in the Seattle zone. Draisaitl wins it back. Savoy to Nurse. Shoots that one wide. 12:20 left to go in the third. Clear down low into the corner. Savoy battling here with Montour. Stolen back then by the Kraken. They'll try and throw a pass to center ice, and the Oilers get it right back. Intercepted. Tolvanen. And re-intercepted there. Savoy now to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the zone. Waits. Pack up to the point. Wallman to Nurse. Saved by DeCord. The rebound is kicked away there. It's kept in, though, by Edmonton. Nurse in front. Up to the point. Wallman to Draisaitl. And he shoots that one way wide, and it comes out of the zone, out of play. And they blow the whistle. Is that staying in the zone? I don't think so. Shots are 24-19. Although Edmonton has been in the zone for the majority of it, there is 11:38 left to go. As long as Edmonton keeps hemming them in their zone, there's a good chance they're gonna tie this game. McDavid now to the right side, tries moving it in front, battling and throws it up to the point. Bouchard banked off the boards down low behind the net. Larson fighting for it here as well. Beniers kicking that one to the right side. Puck goes up in the air. Bouchard hands that one. It'll be a hand pass. Dunn will not touch the puck, and the whistle's blown, as it would have been a hand pass if the Oilers touched it. So if Kraken win, I'm putting 900 on Vancouver to beat Edmonton tomorrow. You'll probably win like $2,000. McDavid now versus the likes of Beniers. And McDavid wins the draw. Ekholm dumps that one into the Edmonton zone. Now kicked around to the right side. Dunn stolen back then by Edmonton. McDavid can't keep that one in. He'll backhand it back down low. Now fighting forward is Dunn in the corner. Puck slides up to the point. Bouchard will come out and regroup. Matthias Ekholm down low to Mangiapane. Back into the Seattle zone. That'll be an icing against the Oilers. Yeah, like 2.5K. You'll get like $2,000 back if you win that game. Which would be good. Not arguing that. That would be great. Do Vancouver have a good chance? It is a back-to-back for both teams. I would lean Edmonton tomorrow, though. But I don't know. Oilers 9-1 in the last 10 games versus Seattle. So the Oilers have beat Seattle the majority of the time. Puck cleared up to the point, kept in though by Edmonton on the right side now. Battling forward is Frederick. Both teams have a good chance. Like it's not like it's a lopsided opportunity. On the right side, still in the Seattle zone. Henrique in front, Nuge to Frederick, a shot, save, and kicked out of the zone down the other way. Nope, Calgary cannot score. Puck is cleared down into the Edmonton zone. That is an icing against Seattle, and it comes back into the Edmonton zone. Or the Seattle zone, I apologize. So Seattle doing a good job at keeping the Oilers to the outside for the most part. A lot of the goals a lot of the shots the Oilers have had have been from the outside or high point. Cleared down low into the Seattle zone. Now it's Cadden who banks that one off the boards and back out to the Edmonton end. Draisaitl comes back and regroups. Over there now behind the net. Wallman takes it back. We are halfway through. $30 on Kraken or Oilers. I don't know, man. I don't want to put your money on the line. I just say go. I go Kraken. Go Kraken. Halfway through the third. Nurse to Draisaitl to the point. Wallman a shot. And that one goes down low into the corner. Battling here on the right side now. McDavid down low. A shot there by Tomasek denied. And Larson backhands that puck out of the zone. Getting that puck is Marchment. Mason Marchment now on the right side. Banks it back into the corner. Marchment tries throwing that one in front. It's stolen back then by the Oilers. Now Wallman will bring that one back. The Oilers have only held Seattle to one shot, but I guess that's what happens when you are in their offensive zone for the vast majority of the time. Frederick into the zone. Nuge a shot. Glove save by Decord, who has been awesome tonight here for the Kraken. Tomorrow's football, just throwing the over-under hockey on a ticket tomorrow. Hey, that's great. We'll go to commercial break here with 9:18 left to go. I wouldn't say the Oilers are gone. Like, it's 2-1. They can very well score a goal. If there's any team that could score a goal in the National Hockey League in a scenario like this, it's the Oilers. I got no doubt about that. It is the Oilers. Bar none. So we'll see if the Oilers can tie this game up, or will Seattle get that game-answering goal. But regardless, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel and you love what you see, I would love if you would subscribe down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. But it doesn't really matter that much. If you just want to see the commentary, there's no problem in that. There's nothing wrong with that either. Is McDavid in McDavid I trust? Yeah, I've learned to never doubt them. Oilers have definitely surprised me a few times. That's why I thought the over was a solid. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they can be goalied. It happens. I mean, it happened a lot last year against Florida, so. Like, it's not that crazy. So, still in commercial break here. Do I think Edmonton win? Does it overtime like the NFL? Yes, it does go to overtime like the NFL does. Edmonton have to travel up to Vancouver after a loss to be the away team. Yeah, that's true. I think Oilers will make a shot. NHL is weird, putting a ticket in overtime. Yeah, for sure. All right, face-off here in the Seattle zone, won by the Oilers. Up to the point now. A shot there from Savoy is into the glove of Decord again with 9:08 left to go in the third. Kraken are home and are doing better on the ladder, and yet they're not the favorite. It's because it's the Oilers. It's because it's the Edmonton Oilers. That's why. I predicted Oilers. I need to stay under 4.5 goals. You're really pushing it, James. You really are. I don't know, man. If the Oilers tie it, then you're pretty much you're done for. You have to hope the score stays the same. Shot there from Bouchard from the point is kicked away down the other way. Beniers sends a pass up then to Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson down low in the corner behind the net looking for options. Beniers backhands it down low. It's intercepted there by Edmonton. Here they come the other way. It's Draisaitl. Through the zone, kicks that one up down low. A shot on net goes wide. Now Podkolzin will rush for it here in the neutral zone. Battling for it now down low. Vasily Podkolzin on the right side. Picked up then by Connor McDavid. McDavid up to the point. Bouchard to Ekholm. Podkolzin. Cleared around then behind the net. McDavid with it again. To Bouchard, who has the only goal here tonight for the Oilers. Ekholm to the point, Bouchard. Seattle not giving them a lot of room. I will give them credit. They're not giving the Oilers a lot of room to really connect and get anything going. Here's Bouchard. Pass over down low to the corner. Dunn will get that for Seattle. It banks up. Kept in the zone. No, it does not. Here they come the other way. It's Eberle. 1-0. He's in. He scores! Jordan Eberle. It's 3-1 Seattle. With 7:49 left to go, his second of the night, and they lead by 2. And what a click out of the zone there. Beniers with his second assist of the night there as well. It's an unlucky play by the Oilers. It just barely slides out, and Beniers just dishes that one up to Eberle, and he shoots that one on Skinner, who hasn't seen a lot of shots here in this third period. And the Kraken and Jordan Eberle with the easy 1-0 breakaway there. It is now 3-1 in favor of Seattle. The assist on that goal is from Beniers and Dunn as of right now. So now the comeback just became much more difficult here for the Oilers. Now right to the point. Larson, puck in front, goes down the other way and picked up by Wright. Now the Kraken have control. At the point, Larson. Over. A shot! Saved by Skinner there, and a good chance for, I think that was Marchment. Now, I'm going to say this. It's not over yet. The Oilers have come back from crazier deficits. However, it does feel less likely now that the Oilers are going to come back in this game. So it's 3-1 Seattle now. Shots are 29-21. Here they come through the neutral zone. Cartier dumps that one in down low. Racing forward now is Winterton. Ryan Winterton battling forward here in the corner with Emberson. And Kulak, puck is still loose. Finally, it does break free. Now Meyer behind the net. Ben Meyer looks for options. Tries throwing that one up to the point. Picked up there by Catton. Berkeley Catton to the right side. Still has the puck here for Seattle. Throws it in front. Deflected. And goes back down behind the net. Seattle gets it back to the point. Kept in. Oh, no, it's not. Alexiak could not keep that puck in. So it's an offsides there against Seattle. They retracted the done assist, so now it's just an only, it's Eberle from Beniers. And they lead by 2. 6:13 left to go in the third. The Kraken with a 2-goal lead. In Watch with Nordic live stream history, they've only won one singular game through the course of these streams, through four of them. This is their 5th game tonight that we've commentated over the almost 100 streams on this channel. Banked off the boards now and dumped back down low. DeCord to the right side now down low, banking it off the boards. Here comes Stevenson, racing forward the other way. He tries to get there, but it loses an edge, and Wallman beats him to that puck. An interesting component here about all of the Kraken goals. They have all been turnovers forced into 2-on-1s or 1-on-0s the other way. The Eberle goal, the first one, 2-on-1. The Cartier goal, 2-on-1. The Eberle goal, a 1-on-0. So the majority of these goals that all of these goals that the Kraken have scored have been 1-on-0 rushes the other way. A shot there from the point. Ekholm, he scores! Matthias Ekholm to the dislike of Joey DeCord, and the Oilers are back within 1. So it was tipped by Nurse. They're going to take a look at this for a high stick deflection. DeCord was not happy about it. And the Oilers are back on the board here. They are up 3-2. So Nurse drops it back to Draisaitl. At the point, Ekholm shoots it. That might be too high. Ooh, that might be too high. Ooh, I think that's too high, guys. I think that's... No, they're not challenging it. We're going to keep on going here. Hold on, everybody. It's 3-2. Shot there from Ekholm, saved by DeCord. Kicked around now to the right side. Now in the corner, Howard. Battling forward now with Montour. Banked off the boards, trying to throw that one in front. That is Darnell Nurse's first goal of the season. It's 3-2 now. Assist on that goal from Ekholm and Draisaitl. Well, okay then. Everybody who left, you better come back. It's suddenly a close hockey game here with 4:40 left. Seattle with that puck. Should have let my ticket ride. Banked around now down low. Seattle with that puck. Deflected down low into the Edmonton zone. That'll be an icing against the Kraken. Shots are 31-22 with 4:34 left. Don't go anywhere yet. It's a 1-goal game. It's funny because I'm watching the stream viewership in here. We had 100 people in here. And then as soon as the Kraken scored, it dropped down to 79. And now we're back up to 90. So, there you go. Face-off in the Kraken zone, won by the Oilers. Nurse to the right side now. A shot from the point, gloved by DeCord. Off of a Wallman chance. And suddenly, it looked like it was over with that Eberle goal, but Darnell Nurse answers right back. It's a 3-2 lead for Seattle here into the final minutes of the third. think the Devils, they play the who do the Devils play tomorrow? Under 6.5. Oh, you better hope it does. You better hope no more goals are scored, at least for Edmonton. Who do the Devils play tomorrow? Devils play the Avalanche. I would go Devils. Because the Devils are on a 7-game winning streak. And the Avalanche just played last night. So, pick the Devils money line. I do feel you. I do feel you, Santana. You better hope the Oilers don't score. If the Kraken score, then that's fine. Because that probably puts the game away. But if the Oilers score, it's over. You can just kind of cash it. You just cash out. It's just cash out at that point. But that is, look at Eberle. That's his 4th goal of the year. He is up to 8 points now on the season. Beniers, same stat line, essentially. He's been good here this year as well. Stream that one. It'll be a good game. I work tomorrow, so I can't stream that one, unfortunately. I would love to, but I work tomorrow. Oh, my God. We just had a massive shot up in the chat. My God. So, first Oilers goal was a Bouch bomb from Evan Bouchard. And then not Ekholm, Nurse scores the next goal. That's Nurse's first of the year. It is his, if I can try and find where he is on my screen, that's his 5th point of the year. And the Oilers are within 1. 4:28 left to go. Keep an eye out for Skinner. They're going to pull him soon. Draisaitl with the puck in the Seattle zone, battling down low. In the corner now, McDavid feeds that puck up to the point. On the right side now, Wallman. Deking around then is Roslovic to Draisaitl. Dekes around. Schwartz, a shot. Saved there by Decord. That would have been a nasty goal by Leon Draisaitl if he could have finished that one. At the point, Bouchard to Draisaitl. Trying to keep that one in. He will do so successfully. Now fighting for it down low in the corner. Draisaitl with 3:40 left to go. At the point, a shot. Saved there by Seattle. Eberle banks it off the boards the other way. It's Schwartz. 1-on-1. He'll drop it back. Eberle on hat-trick watch, by the way. Now behind the net, Bouchard with it. Over for Mangiapane. 3:30 left to go. Mangiapane loses an edge, and that gives the Kraken the advantage. Montour. Through center ice. 3-on-2 here for Seattle. Beniers in front there for Winterton, who nearly got a chance on net, but could not do so. 3:10 left to go in the third. We get a whistle here. And I think it might have been for a hand pass or something like that, because no penalty on this. Shots are 32-22 in favor of Edmonton. The faceoff is going to come in the Edmonton zone. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Faceoff won here by the Oilers. Emberson banks it off the boards. Now Kulak comes the other way. A pass up to Emberson through the zone. Drop back then for Podkolzin. Vasily Podkolzin to the point. He can't keep it in the zone. It'll go down the other way. And it's no icing. Kulak now to Henrique. Henrique drops it back for Kulak now. Down low behind the net, Mangiapane. Battling for it. Intercepted. Seattle down the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Schwartz with Eberle. He's in! He shoots it wide. That would have been it right there. A hat trick. Eberle now gets it back for Seattle. He is rolling tonight. Larson clears it down low. Emberson waits. Will drop it back. McDavid through the defensive zone. 2:10 left to go in the third. Keep an eye out for Skinner. I got my hand on the empty net icon here for Edmonton. Puck inside of the Oilers zone. They can't break it out the other way. Wallman to Bouchard. He dumps that one down low. Now Decord with it with 2 minutes to go. Seattle steals it right back. Winterton back for Beniers. It's a 2-on-1. Beniers into the zone. Saved by Skinner. Puck drops down low. Beniers gets it back. Seattle dumps it down low with 1:45 to go. Connor McDavid. Here he comes. McDavid with some speed. Moves it in. Dekes around the right side. Skates back down low. Throws it in front. Kept in by the Oilers. It's Wallman at the point. Empty net for Edmonton. Wallman to Bouchard. Back to Wallman. 1:25 left to go. Down low, McDavid. In front. They can't get a shot on. It's kept in, though, by the Oilers. Bouchard. Down low to McDavid. McDavid waits to Bouchard at the point. Bouchard to McDavid. Approaching the last minute of play. Seattle hemming up the front of their net here at the point. Nuge to McDavid. McDavid in front. Deflected. Goes just wide. Kicked away then by the Kraken. Eberle for the empty net. And it goes wide. That's way wide. And that'll be an icing against Seattle with 50 seconds to go in the third period. Shots are 32-23. Oh my goodness. Whew. 6-on-5 here for the Oilers. There is still time, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you cashed out. Guess you're not cashing on Marchment. There's still time, brother. There's still time. 51.7 seconds left. Face-off. Won by the Oilers. Wallman on the right side. Down low for McDavid. McDavid in front. Redirected back the other way. At the point now, Bouchard. 40 seconds to go. The Oilers taking their time. Bouchard shoots it. Puck goes up in the air. It'll stay in the zone. Draisaitl. 30 seconds to go. Bouchard. Puck in front. Mangiapane. Intercepted. Cleared the other way. And down and into the... Just wide. Oh, off the post. Oh my gosh. That'll be an icing against the Kraken again with 21.6 left to go. Oh my goodness. Off the post of the empty net for Jordan Eberle. He's right there. He is right on the cusp of a hat trick, but he can't seem to find the net. Oh my Lord, that's bad. That's horrible luck. .6 seconds left. Face-off, won by the Oilers. Down low. 16 seconds left. Behind the net, Draisaitl trying to get a shot in front. Here's a chance. Wallman! Saved by Decord. Puck slides down low. 10 seconds left. Seattle gets it. Eberle, a backhand. Down just wide of the empty net. It'll be another icing with 3.3 seconds to go. Okay. 3 seconds left. I think that's it. But there's still time here for the Oilers to get one with 3 seconds to go. That'd be insane. But, you know, I digress. That'd be insane. Okay. 3.7. Draisaitl versus Chandler Stevenson. If the Oilers want to score a goal here, they need to shoot it immediately and win the faceoff too. Faceoff is won by the Oilers. Bouchard a shot. It's blocked. What a block in front. I think that was Ben Myers. What a block, and the Seattle Kraken win. Final score, Seattle 3, Edmonton 2. What a win. Seattle holds on by the skin of their teeth. Joey Decord with 31 saves on 33 shots. Skinner allows 3 goals on 23. And that was a block shot by Vince Dunn. Not Ben Meyer, I apologize. Vince Dunn. That is a true MVP. Decord skates right up to him and gives him a big fat hug. Jordan Eberle with 2 of the 3 for Seattle tonight. Tyler Cartier with the other one. And your final score here in Seattle is 3-2 in favor of the Kraken. What a game. Absolutely phenomenal. What's up, Dave? I was wondering when you would come in. What a game. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. That was a fun freaking Saturday night live stream. And that is it for hockey tonight here Saturday. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Calgary Rangers. I hope to see you guys there. Beautiful hosting. Appreciate it. Made it so much better watching. I don't watch hockey like that. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate the comments. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate the support. All right. Well, that being said, then I'm going to head to bed. We got a stream tomorrow. Caught up on the replay from the beginning till just now. Hey, nice, Dave. All right, that'll do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching and tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow.